day. It's been a day. The day has gotten away from me. I pledged to not only have dinner for the family and serve the ancestors, but to make a apple crisp. And I haven't done that. The flies are out here making me crazy. Making me crazy, flies. Yes, you are. I have alcohol and a rag with which I have been wiping. Hey, Mitch, how are ya? What'd you do today? I'm peeling apples for apple crisp before I travel. And here, what up? Should I move in this? I've been doing my civic duty. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. You're so very faithful. So nothing goes to waste. I'm taking the peel off, saving it for the chickens and the duck tomorrow. And I've got, late afternoon sun messing with the image. I kind of like it though, so I'll leave it. It's so sunny over there. Oh, it's cloudy there, yeah. We had rain. I mean, we've had a lot of rain. I've posted a bunch of rain videos. Had fun with it. I filled up all the space on my phone again, yeah. Gonna try to order backup space again. The last time I ordered backup space, they sent me something, but it doesn't work with the phone that it said it would work with, so, some things just aren't worth trying to return, and try again later, and now is later. So I don't know about you, Mitch, but it's been a day, man. It started right from almost the moment I got up. So I start my day at 7 o'clock. Oh, what was the possibility I created? Oh, wow, that was it. I did it to myself. Okay, your word creates your world. And this morning I said, the possibility I'm creating for myself in my life is the possibility of action with gratitude, acceptance, and humility. And man, did I put that on myself. Yeah, I've been in action all freaking day. At 7:30, I got a text from a dear friend, a Vietnam veteran in Nashville, a poet friend, a church friend, a really good soul, saying that he was in the VA and he was in the VA and he'd had an MRI and there was bleeding in his brain. And, I'm a practitioner of the art of true light, and my first thought is chaos. I want you to get light. And Nashville's 4 hours away. And so the divine arrangement started right there. Chaos messaged me in a group chat with the woman who used to run Poetry in the Brew. So if I'm Chaos's editor, editing and printing his poems for him, or I did that when I had a printer, I can still format, edit them and send them back. This other person is, she ran Poetry in the Brew. I'll call his publication editor. And when I said, well, I've never talked with her about the art of true light. And yet, if he is messaging me saying I'm in the hospital and he knows my knee-jerk reaction is, I want Chaos to have light, especially if something's going on. So the divine, a number of conversations and light was procured and delivered. And oh man, I even used the word jealous. Spain won the World Cup. Good for Spain, yay! And you're also going to get a bit of rain at 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Okay, so you're like an hour behind me. I forget where you are, but yeah, it's 8 o'clock here already, 8:06. But so at the end of the day, this light practitioner friend of mine, who I had managed to cause so that, she got a ride to the hospital, and she got to offer light to Chaos, and she got to offer light to the person who gave her a ride. Okay, so yeah, you're in Central Time. And the person, she called me, they're driving home, and I'm on speaker, and they're in the car together, and the driver, the person who received light for the first time, points out, oh, here's a green space, and there's a water feature down there. I'll come pick you up and we can go walking there. It's a greenway. And I've been wanting to manifest a walking buddy up here, a hiking buddy up here in, the mountains in southeastern Kentucky. I definitely wouldn't do it alone. And yes, it's 8:07 here or there, Mitch. Yeah, I'm in Eastern time, and you're in Central. I'll be in Central next weekend. No, the following weekend. I'm getting ready to travel tomorrow through the coming weekend. I did say that I was going to be out here cutting up apples to make a apple crisp. And everything has to be covered out here. Ooh, you know what? I should have brought out the lemon juice. God is the way, the truth, and the life. Absolutely. And God is light. Yes. Yummy apples. I'm going to add oatmeal and butter and coconut palm sugar. So it's low glycemic index. And yeah, it'll be yummy nummy. Yeah, I should have brought out the lemon juice. But so what did you do today, Mitch? Yeah, this is really, really going to be good. Oh, so yesterday I did something. I did an emotional clearing. I know this person, she's a light practitioner like I am, and yet she has, many other talents, don't we all? And so she did this emotional clearing with me using some particular techniques, beginning with an emotion code and another. I thought I had it pulled up on the other phone, but it's the Apple crisp. Okay, QWERTY 101. It's 2:08, I'm assuming AM in South Africa, and you're cheering for Spain, who won the World Cup. Yes. Thank you, Mitch, for making me aware of what's going on in the world. I might live on top of a mountain, but I also live under a rock. I do not stay plugged into the news. But when I check in like this, people let me know what's going on. Yeah. So it's been a good day. It's been a hot day. And of all the things. So, you start out your day and you have your plans, and then that's a hoot. Mitch is telling me that his grandma has the same phone case as me. Check it out. Yeah. The other phone has like a kind of clear case, but the one I'm talking to you on. But yeah, these apples were marked down, a little bit bruised, so they're perfect for baking, and any little bruises go to the chickens and the duck, who will be very happy to get them tomorrow. So you're happy there in South Africa? QWERTY 101? Yeah, I'm trying to focus and finish. I was saying I started my day I have this morning opportunity call where we read a couple of inspiring quotes, and then we create possibilities for ourselves in our life. And then by speaking something into being, you're blessed. Absolutely. I don't know what NGL is. Oh, and your mom isn't here, so you're with your brother. Okay. Is your brother older, I hope, Mitch? Those are the nice people who have been feeding us on holidays, and for whom I need to trouble them for mailing address, but it's not going to lie. That's what NGL means. I got lost. Am I going to have to go over here and ask, what does NGL mean? Ugh. NGL meaning. Haha, thank you. I'm not gonna lie. Ah, all right. I'm blessed. Not gonna lie. Sweet. All right. Thank you. One more thing learned. So, Courtney, can we get a thumbs up? Have you subscribed? You just taught me something. Not gonna lie. NGO. All right. Let's see. Last time I cut these wrong because I cut them first and read the directions after. Oops. And she was very specific about cutting them in halves and quarters and then thirds. So yeah, not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. All right, but we've got another green apple and a couple of red apples. What's that? Ugh, these flies are driving me nuts. Thank you, Cordy, for your subscription. Please tell your friends, come back and visit. Tell us, what are you grateful for? Oh yes, you're blessed, and you're in South Africa, and you're cheering for the team that won. So that's all good. For a quiet mountain road, this road has been busy. Who wants to move out? Your brother's 19. Oh, he's a young adult. Yeah, 19 I can see wanting to move out. I moved out at 18, but I think I was back by 21. And out again at 22, something like that. Yeah, I came back with a boyfriend until my mother said to somebody else in front of me that, yeah, it upset her having me live under her roof with a guy when I wasn't married. You dislike apples, you just eat them because they're good for your body. Well, if you eat them because they're good for your body, then they get to be good for your body. It's all good. And I mean, is there a way that you can make them palatable? Like tonight I'm making a apple crisp. So it's got whole oats, it's got butter, it's going to have organic coconut palm sugar, so it's not too sweet. It's sweet enough to taste, but it's a low glycemic index, so you don't have to worry about diabetes. What else is in it? Pretty much that. And I might add raisins, and yeah. Oh, Mitch. No. Okay, there's nobody's right and nobody's wrong, and yet you just said you should eat them, though. They're good, but it's your choice. Don't should on anybody. Don't should on QWERTY. Hey, QWERTY, you subscribed. Can I get your thumbs up? I only have the one from Mitch. Yeah, don't should on somebody else. Even though, when the fertilizer truck backs up and dumps all over your life. You're forgiven, Mitch. Just keep it in mind when you hear yourself saying should, because it's all through our lives. Everybody's telling us, you should do this, you should do that. And when you realize that, you're shoulding on me, let me, what happened to free will? Didn't God, thank you for the second thumbs up. God created us with free will so that we could mess up and learn. And that's what we're here to do. This is just one part of the play. Life doesn't end when you die. This is this lifetime on this planet at this time. And whether you can be living multiple lives at the same time, and that's a little bit beyond my mental scope. But as far as definitely, a series of lives and going back and forth from this physical plane to an astral plane where you're working for God, yeah. And so don't shoot on yourself. Yeah, I don't know how I went down that rabbit hole. Sorry, I forgot. Beep, beep. So I went into the duck pen today, and my partner is older and he's health challenged. And even though he's getting better, some things he can't manage. And he won't, he says they're dangerous, he doesn't want me to do. And it's handling a gas weed whacker in the duck enclosure. And I went in and hacked up a few pieces of green so I could see my way in just with this knife that I wear. And found the duck. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it was really cute. She had this, she's got her green pond the way she likes it. I need to go add another mosquito dunk, I think. And an umbrella of the purple berries, pokeberries. They're not purple yet, but they're going to be. So she's got this green, she's in this like green, cool place. And yeah, so I took her picture and then my phone said, we're full, we can't do any more. Offload stuff. Yeah. And that's one of the purposes for YouTube, to put it up and put it out and, you know, take it off my phone after that. And then, yeah, they're things that you keep. So, where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? I'm preparing apples for a apple crisp, apple cobbler, whatever. It's got apples and oats and butter and organic coconut palm sugar, and it's tasty. Ooh, you said 3 likes. Well, thank you for the 3rd like, but it's not showing on this end because, Mitch, you only got 1 thumb on this YouTube channel. But I appreciate the support. Yeah. The problem is, as we're paring these apples, we're starting to get tempted to eat them ourselves, and, you know, that kind of defeats the purpose. At least my partner finally came into the kitchen and said, do you have anything in the oven? And I'm like, well, the sweet potatoes should be able to come out, and I'm way behind on getting these apples ready, so why don't you turn off the oven, because it's already hot as heck, and I'll be able to turn it back on easily. 7 views. All right, cool. Okay. Oh, so you're seeing it somewhere else, because right now I see 14 people. People come, people go. You're watching from African country, Ivory Coast, Awai, Germain. So, Awai, I practice an energy practice, the art of true light, and it's called Sukyo Mahikari, and I understand it's big in the Ivory Coast. Or if not big, at least that there is a Sukyo Mahikari center where you can go and receive this light. I invite you to try it. Mitch, you can't make watermelon. God makes watermelon. You might have prepared watermelon. You might have cut it up and made it ready to eat, but you don't make watermelon. You might have grown it from seed by planting the seed. And you have some in your kitchen. I'm going to guess that that's apples. Oops, we got another one here. This is actually fun. It's okay, Mitch. So Mitch, language matters. And being precise with language matters. And here I am saying that, and I'm pretty sloppy with language. But when you think about exactly what you're saying and where it's landing, like should. Who am I to tell you that you should do this, you should do that? God gave us free will. And while it might be suggested by, you know, whatever powers that be. Aw, thank you, Awai. You were very beautiful as well. You know, everything happens by divine arrangement. You came here for a reason tonight. And perhaps it's your soul and spirit saying there's something here that attracts me, and maybe it is this light. This light that makes old ladies look beautiful. Yeah, it's especially, come back next week, see if I live stream next week. I'm about to go to the center in Atlanta for several days. And after bathing in the light, after taking a course in the light, doing overnight service, being in the light all that time, I'll have a chance to look more beautiful. I look like your math teacher. She was actually born in Germany. Aw, one of the sweetest teachers you met. Well, if she's still alive, reach out and tell her that. You know, find her on Facebook. You know what that does for an old math teacher's heart? I was an English language arts teacher. And you know, every now and then I'll hear from a former student, and wow, I have a former student who's a New York Times best-selling author now. I have 2 of her hardcover books in the back hall, and yeah, I am cutting apples. I'm not going out to get her book for you. But yeah, that's so reach out, Qwerty, to that person if they're still alive. And if they're not still alive, reach out to their kids and you know, whatever family they have left, and say, hey, this person made a difference in my life, and I just wanted you to know that. That's a beautiful way of letting somebody know that they matter. Whew. 20 minutes, and I still have 2 apples to go. Oh dear. But at least they're getting done. I'm not chopping off my fingers or anything. Who watches more TikTok, your mom or your sister? Just say one. So what do they watch on TikTok? I watch a little TikTok, but I really don't have much bandwidth for it. I think, though, that's where I've seen some Red River Gorge in Kentucky. I want to go hiking there, but it's like almost 3 hours away. And the people there are really nice, and they're inviting other TikTokers to come hiking with them. And yeah, like I've been saying, I want to manifest a hiking partner. Somebody that I don't have to do it alone. You don't know what they watch because you're watching what you watch, right? Okay. Hey, Junior Garza, how are you? Where have you been? I'd say where have you been all my life, but I've seen you before. On this channel. Where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? And do you like apple crisp? As we're working on creating something for that. Beauty of being on, 4 thumbs up, look at that. Mr. Max, I got nothing for you. I had pizza earlier today, and he gets pizza crust, and so he's kind of stalking me down there. But he doesn't get apple cores. Bye, Mitch. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so at one point I said, so your word creates your world, and I start my day with this call every morning where we create possibilities for ourselves and our lives. This quarter till August, it's called Masters of Opportunity Call, and so we're mastering the opportunities in life. And so this morning I created this possibility for myself in my life of being in action with gratitude, acceptance for the will of God, and humility. And man, talk about your word creating your world. My phone started blowing up not 35 minutes later with opportunities to connect people to this light practice that I do, and to cause those connections. And I had a friend in the hospital who would love to receive light, and a light practitioner who didn't have transportation, and another person on the chat thread where I was notified about him being in the hospital. And so I proposed that this third person, provide that transportation necessary, and she did. And it caused about 3 other conversations, and the alignments there were amazing. One person, I was talking to my pastor. I used to be the pastor's assistant at this Metropolitan Interdenominational Church in Nashville. And the person who reached out to me this morning in a text thread to say that he was in the hospital, I knew through the church. And so I reached out to the pastor to say, hey, you have a parishioner in the hospital, and this is what's going on. And as I was reaching out to him, I was on my computer opening my calendar, getting ready to do my day. And I saw somebody else's birthday show up on my calendar. I'm like, oh, wow. And this is somebody else who is related both to the church and all three, to the church, to the person in the hospital, and he'd received light. And I'm like, ooh, another opportunity to connect people who care about this man in the hospital, who are connected to the church, which was really neither here nor there, and yet it could help. And creating transportation for this light practitioner to get to the hospital. I was just amazed by how God stepped up and put all of these opportunities in place. And yeah, excuse me, I had something in my teeth. Oh, I had, what are those called? Dates. I think it was date. Anyway, so where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? Do you like apple crisp? Do you think I'm an idiot for holding the apple in my hand and cutting out the core like this? Since, yeah, I could potentially go through. That would not be a good thing. But so far today, we are rough. Mr. Max, what are you barking at? Here we go. All sorts of goodies for the chickens tomorrow. The chickens, the ducks, the worms. Everybody will be happy. And tonight, I've already served the ancestors, but my partner and I will be happy with apple crisp. And I've been baking with organic coconut palm sugar. You need to have some sleep now. Yeah, Cordy, it's late there. Thank you for stopping by, and you have a magical, marvelous night. Sweet dreams. Sleep well. Come by again. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah, so your apple got a bruise? No problem. Cut it out. The chickens will be happy to eat it tomorrow. Oh dear, I've been going on almost 30 minutes, 27 minutes, and then if YouTube fails to load this, what time is it? Oh, 8:30, all right. That was my alarm to tell me I have a meeting in 30 minutes. Let me wrap this up, see what I can do with 4 apples and not 5, and cut the other one in the house because, yeah, I'm feeding the bugs again, even with the fan on. Yeah, those people who tell you that these dragonfly things, thank you for the love. Those people who sell you these dragonfly clips to keep the mosquitoes off, yeah, doesn't work. Does not work. Hello, Kevin Mariziki, how are you? Calling me Grandma? How are you tonight? Where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? And I'm about to wrap it up and take it inside. I got a bowl full of apples waiting to be turned into apple crisp. And yeah, I have a bowl full enough of apples that I can no longer cover it safely with the plate, and we have flies out here. So yeah, that is my cue to end the live stream. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and come back and visit. Put things in the comments. If you want me to connect with your channel, put something in the comments and lead me there, because I'd love to see what you're creating too. Bless you. Have a great night. Remember, your love matters. Share your